Okay. Yep, it's picking me up. Testing, testing, testing. I'm gonna clutch. I already sent you the link. You got it?
Okay, I'm coming in now.
Welcome to the show. We're talking about asthma, though. This is the third time we done started this show. It's important because, we keep having technical difficulties. But we don't give up. We just persist. We're like cockroaches. uh, all right. Here come Mr. Todd. Boom. Here come Mr. Todd. Okay, Mr. Todd.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you, yes.
Okay, good, 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 good. What are we talking about today, then? 'Cause this is the third time we're talking about the same thing, so somebody should know what we're talking about right about now.
So asthma.
What is asthma?
Asthma is the inability to breathe based on your lungs or your bronchial tubes being clogged.
You mean
So
inability to breathe when you want to breathe?
correct. Well, you don't want to breathe. You always got to breathe.
Wait a minute, but people can't breathe when they want to breathe. Can't take a deep breath. It's
How long
short,
can you hold your breath? You can't hold your breath more than like 2 or 3 minutes without oxygen.
and I can't hold my breath no minutes without oxygen. uh, because I had asthma. As a young tyke, I had asthma for quite a long time, and I just could not. I couldn't do the swimming thing because I couldn't hold my dang own breath. So, and when I was young, you know, we were so poor we didn't know what asthma was. I almost died, man, because my grandmother didn't know. She didn't know I had asthma. All she knew is I couldn't breathe, so she started giving me cough syrup and all kinds of stuff, and that wasn't helping. So I'm sitting on the couch dying because she didn't know what I had. That's how poor we were. But I don't. I understand that asthma is not regular. That's irregular. Now, the reason I had asthma is because of where I lived. They sprayed over us every day. So that's the reason I believe I had asthma. Now, I'm
Like
allergic
you
to
talking about like
dust.
crop dusting?
Yes, yes, yes. And that's exactly what it was. They were spraying the trees that was around us. We lived in the center of like an orange grove. And so sprayed every day. And it was killing us. But they didn't care because African Americans killing motherfuckers. Anyway, uh, I'm allergic to dust, pollen. I don't think I'm allergic to animals. If I am, I don't know it. Okay, so but I am allergic to a lot of small particles that the nose is supposed to filter, but the nose can't filter all those particles. So as a result, my lungs become constricted, and even if I eat too much of the wrong thing, if I do milk or dairy, it affects me. It affects my mucus levels, which is just as bad as having asthma because too much mucus build up in the body, that'll kill you too. And asthma will kill you. So until I learned what to do, I fought it for a very, very, very long time. But there are many causes of asthma. And if you were going to help somebody with asthma, what would you tell them, Todd?
Usually, it's best to live in a dry, warm, and climate, but you want to, like you said, keep down the environmental toxins that you're inhaling. And then you have to deal with also with people smoking cigarettes and stuff like that too. These all are factors that irritate your asthma. But as far as
Okay,
diet
so
goes,
right.
but as far as diet goes, there's a lot of things that contribute to the mucus accumulating in your body, like eating meat converts to uric acid in the body, milk uh, um, transforms into lactic acid in your body, and your body has to create mucus to offset these
I mean,
acids.
because now children have asthma. I had it as a child, so that's nothing new. But If you wish to tell me something, what would you tell me if I got a child, if it's myself, and we have asthma? What could you tell me on? Because I obviously I need a solution. So what could you tell me?
It's a really difficult topic to talk about because when you have an asthma attack, you need you need like immediate assistance. So it's not really like an herbal formula you can take that's gonna stop your asthma attack. That's why people take the what's called the Brimatine mist and stuff like that because those that's for acute relief. But as far as preventative measures, there's stuff you can take herbally like mullein leaf and fenugreek seed that will remove the mucus from your lungs and your bronchial tubes so that you won't have these problems.
I think what I would tell people is you have to start building your system up immediately. The only way to do that is you have to cut out certain things and you have to add certain things. What you cut out is you can control your environment. You really can. You can control what you consume. So if you cut out those, if you affect change those things right away, same day, right? Okay, so you're filtering your air. Um, you're not consuming any dairy. So those are things you can control immediately. Then you have to institute things like you just said, mullein leaf. There are formulas that will assist the body into making it so it can breathe better. So you can actually breathe better. You have to maintenance your lungs. Put herbs in your body that will maintenance your lungs and your breathing capacity. I think that's what I would tell anybody. It's like you said, there are no herbs that will immediately affect an asthmatic attack. It just there isn't. You have to build your system up with herbs over time. So if you're facing asthma, by all means, do what you got to do to keep living. I don't care if you got to hit an inhaler, you do that. But at the same time, you start instituting the certain herbs in your diet every day. It will build your body up against the things that are causing it, like the food and and your breathing environment. So that's what I would tell someone who had right immediately who had like a severe case of asthma. Don't look for no plant to
Mhm.
immediately eradicate that asthma, or you're gonna find yourself not living.
And
That's what
then
I would tell somebody
and,
right
and
away.
then for parents, I always say that secondhand smoke is a one reason that really irritates people's children's asthma. Even though you may be smoking yourself, you have to realize that that secondhand smoke is going to cause problems with your child, especially if they have difficulty breathing. So it's very important. If you can't kick the smoking habit, then you definitely need to be smoking outside and not inside the house where your children live.
Well, there's no such thing as can't. I mean, you're making a clear choice to smoke around your child, whether you know it's hurting him or not. You know he's allergic to things in the air already. So if you're consciously smoking, that's not a that's not a thought. That's common sense. And I know people don't have sense ain't common anymore, but at the same time, you know, you can't use that as an excuse. You brought the child into the world. The child didn't bring you into the world. So these are things to me we have to take way more than consideration because life matters more than a puff on a
Mhm.
cigarette. Life matters more than immediate gratification. If we're talking to the parents that smoking things of that nature, you know, protect your children at all cost. There's no excuse for that. Stop smoking. That's the fix. Or make sure you don't do it around your child. Because that's going to affect their breathing. Uh, uh, just in general, you know, because adults have asthma too. Because if you
Right.
don't fix it at the youth age, you're going to grow up with it and be older, and you're going to find yourself hitting an inhaler until you get enough herbs in your system. Get some lung formula. I recommend lung formula. Breathe easy, and these are herbal formulas that were designed to help your body eradicate asthma. Okay, and these are on our website www.herbsoftheforest.com or www.theurbanherb.net. So we have a couple places for you to get, these formulas, and 888-619-4372. You can always call. Let me say that slower. 888-619-4372. You can always call and talk to the herbalist because, we do the research,
Hmm.
and hell, I've had asthma for quite a long time. So I had to figure out what was causing it, and A part of my problem is dust, okay, pollen, the climate change, and just bad eating.
Mhm.
And once I fixed those things, my asthma got better. It's just that simple.
And you know what I noticed too? People that take the Breathe Easy or the mucus reducer formula, it has three herbs in it: it's mullein leaf, capsicum, and fenugreek. That formula will actually have you coughing up mucus. And you'd be surprised how much mucus comes out of your lungs and your bronchial tubes just from you taking this formula. Um, the lung and respiratory formula is more it's more for cleaning out your lungs as far as toxins and stuff like. But I think that for as far as getting mucus out immediately, the Breathe Easy formula is really just the best thing we have for that.
And to add to that, mucus buildup will kill you.
Mm,
Mucus buildup is predicated upon your diet. You got to have mucus in your system because it protects you. But when your body's producing too much mucus, it'll kill you. So
right.
these are the things you have to know. Ain't nobody gonna tell you. I don't think a doctor's gonna tell you that. But you know, I pay attention to my body, and I notice a change. If I sleep under a fan at night, I'll wake up too much mucus. If I eat any dairy, I'll wake up too much mucus. It's that simple. My body cannot cannot digest cow's milk because, of course, cow's milk was designed to make a baby calf 400 pounds. So, who in their right mind is feeding their children cow's milk? You need your ass whooped. Cow's milk? You're not a cow. Stop giving your children cow's milk. Stop giving your children soda. You can do
Well,
what you want.
it's funny you brought that up because the whole concept well, no animal in the wild drinks from another mammal's or another animal's milk except for man. And that was done based on in World War II they needed women to work, so they needed women to get because the men were actually at war. They needed women to get into the factory, so that's why they started advocating drinking cow's milk as opposed to breast milk from the human. And so that was
That's
never
crazy.
a good decision, but that's why they started it.
But that's the dumbest thing you can say to somebody. I mean, and I know parents are desperate to do things for their children, but oh my God, are you a cow? I mean, how come? Okay, how come you don't drink dog's milk? How come you don't
Well, the
drink
reason
monkey milk?
the reason they don't drink dog's milk for us is because they haven't been conditioned to accept that. So
Yeah, but you're drinking cow's milk.
yeah, exactly. So okay, every animal's milk is designed to give them a competitive advantage. So like cows and deers and stuff like that, their competitive advantages they need to be able to get up and run within pretty soon after birth. So that's why it builds their skeletal system stronger so that they can run from predators. Man's advantage is his mind, his brain, and a human milk is designed for brain development. So you're taking the wrong type of milk. That's what you first of all,
Oh, wait a
and
minute.
you're
Wait a minute.
causing a mucus situation.
Wait a minute. It obviously ain't working. Okay, hold on. It's obviously not working because people are getting stupider and stupider by the minute. If you give me now, I love what you just said, but it's not working. It ain't making our brains any better because we still buying thousands and thousands and millions of gallons of cow's milk every day, and we're giving it. I used to work at a restaurant, and I would watch these parents give their children cow's milk as if it was okay. They so their brains ain't getting better. But worse than that, people don't think. I'm glad I'm allergic to cow's milk. People don't think. Most black people are, of course, but every other nationality drinks it like it's water. It's natural. It's not natural. And you can just look at society to see it's not natural. But I'm not knocking people. It's just that we're not getting brighter. And I love what you said. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. Each animal's body is designed to give something back through the milk, you know, the system. But humans don't want to breastfeed. Oh, I'm not breast. I had a friend call me. He said, "Man, I need you to help me talk my girl into breastfeeding." I'm not breastfeeding. I'm not breastfeeding. When I got off the phone with her, I said, "Hey, bro, you got a problem. You sure you want to have a baby with her? You got a problem." If
Right.
she don't want to breastfeed, that means she wants to give your baby Similac. Brother, you have a real problem. You can't have a baby with everybody. This
Hmm.
girl was adamant and did not want to breastfeed, and there was nothing wrong with her, but she didn't want to breastfeed. So that tells me we are selfish, inconsiderate, dumb as hell, and we choose to be the way we are. Even when
Right.
somebody is telling us better, we still get the opportunity to make that choice. And since I know it's not working, it's always a very, very poor choice. And there's no excuse for that. You're here to live and learn. You're here to, you're here to grow. Well, if you don't take great advice, that means you're gonna take bad advice. But I ain't telling you what to do you, pimp? Hello. I just left it alone. So lung formula, breathe easy, is a start because that works directly, on the mucus in the lungs. Uh, but find out what else you can do that will enhance your lungs' ability to breathe. I would never tell you to put down your asthma pump until I know your body is working like it's supposed to. Because when you need that pump, that means your body ain't working like it's supposed to. And 9 out of 10 times, guess what, Todd? They're always mineral deficient.
Right.
9 out of 10, you're mineral deficient. And that is enough to make the body not work like it's supposed to because you need minerals and nutrients to survive. You don't need medicine and you don't need vitamins. You need minerals and nutrients and trace elements to survive. And until you build those back up, guess what? You're going to continue to have more problems diabetes, hypertension, you name it, your body's going to become a part of it because you don't have the appropriate minerals and nutrients in your body on a daily basis.